Welcome back to the channel. My name's Marcus, your go-to for our creators news. Today, Embark just revealed the new update that's coming tomorrow, November 13th, which is called The Frontier Expands North. Raiders, beneath Speranza is a sprawling network of tunnels, and it seems some have been sealed off with great effort. However, with ingenuity, elbow grease, nothing stays hidden forever. Will you join Speranza's effort to rebuild the tunnels and connect what has been lost? Now, they have a little video here, a little bit of a preview. So if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure to skip past this part, all right? But I'm going to take a look at this with you guys so we can see what's going on.
Look at this. Unsprung traps, blocked tunnels. Someone went out of their way to keep whatever's in there under wraps. If we're going to get the tunnels opened through there, we'll need a lot of raiders to pull their weight. You up for it?
They got snow! I've always wanted a snow map in an extraction game. I love the music. The music's so good. All right, small preview, really cool. Let's jump into the rest of the news that they provided for us. So the next section is join the community unlock event, breaking new ground. Now they had talked about this. They said that we would have to do something as a community, which reminds me of something similar to like Helldivers 2, right? If you're familiar with that. It says on November 13th, the community unlock event, breaking new ground, begins. In this event, players are asked to contribute resources to the tunnel project. In Speranza, nothing comes for free, and the tunnel project is no different. Basic materials must be collected and donated for the restoration of the tunnels to reach the 5th map, Stella Montis. Any player that has played at least 5 rounds can participate in the community effort. Okay, so if you're brand new, you got to play a couple rounds, then you can join in. All right, it shows a little preview here, and it says materials needed: metal parts, fabric, chemicals, rubber parts, and plastic parts. Okay, so like the 5 basic materials of the game, right? But your efforts will not go unrewarded. Donations in the Breaking New Ground event will earn merits, a new event currency that will fuel the next phase of progression. Interesting. Okay, so make sure you guys participate in this event, because if you do, you're going to earn a currency, a new currency that I believe is going to be called merits that we can use in the future. So that's going to be interesting. It says, while there is a cap on how many merits can be earned for material donation, additional contributions will aid Speranza in reaching Stella Montis more quickly. Once completed, the restoration of the tunnels and unlocking of Stella Montis will trigger Phase 2, stacking our claim, a new progression track. Okay. Ooh, this is cool. I did not know that this is what they would be doing. Oh my God, Embark just keeps cooking up more stuff, more content, and more progression. I'm always a big fan of progression. I love quests. I love the trials. I love the project. Anything more that we can sink our teeth into is really good to me. Now, the next part, it talks about the map unlock, Stella Montis. Carved deep into the northern mountains, Stella Montis tempts raiders to explore an abandoned facility that remains relatively well-preserved compared to the wreckage of the lower Rust Belt. Cold and sterile, these ruins hint at what humanity left behind in its push towards the stars. Okay, so we're probably going to have some kind of maybe underground facility or some factories where we had been building things to push, off the planet and kind of get away from the Ark. That'll be really interesting. And then on top of it, like it said, it's cold and sterile. Kind of fits the snow theme, so that's pretty cool. The reconnection of the tunnels to Stella Montis will trigger the opening of Phase 2, staking our claim. This is a new progression track with personal rewards and challenges and will run for a limited time until December. Oh, so it's a limited time event. I know people that hate FOMO, you might not like that, but having limited time events is really fun for a majority of the community. I know I certainly like them, although it does suck when you miss them. I totally understand it. So that's interesting. You definitely, this is the best time. Everybody's playing right now, right? So jump in, man, and participate in this. It also talks about some new Ark enemies, gameplay items, and more. Raiders who investigate Stella Montis will recover rare resources, new gameplay items, and maybe even schematics for long-lost technology. Schematics for long-lost technology. Sounds like new blueprints. The Northline update also introduces 2 new Ark enemies. Oh my God. I'm scared. I don't know about you guys, but like the Ark are already very difficult, and I love it and I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know me, Pops and Hornets are the bane of my existence. I can't tell you how many times I have died to these things. but that's what makes it fun, man. The challenge is amazing. So the Matriarch is an imposing arc machine that makes the queen look friendly and can be found during a specific map condition. What? Hold on. The Matriarch is an imposing arc machine that makes the queen look friendly? That had to be what was in the trailer. The one that people were suspecting might be the Baron or the King, that's got to be the Matriarch. Oh my God. We'll have the Queen and the Matriarch? That's insane. That's insane. We're going to have to see if that's what it is for sure. The Shredder will first appear in Stella Montis, challenging raiders to stay sharp in close quarter encounters. Oh, this is going to be an indoor arc for sure. Indoor arc. I don't know why it's named Shredder, right? So in my head, I just feel like it's gonna have like chainsaw blades or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, or like saw blades or like a chainsaw, something like that, right? I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. I don't know what that's gonna be like. I know that when they first showed like the roadmap and they said the new arc, it kind of looked like a dragonfly, like the symbol they used. I don't know if that's just like the arc symbol, the new arc symbol. I don't know. Now we also got some new gameplay. Or new weapon and gameplay items. We got a new legendary weapon, 3 new mines, and 2 new grenades. Now, I don't know what all of these are, but I did hear that the new legendary weapon was going to be like an energy burst rifle. We'll have to see if that's true. Could have been a leak. I don't know. Now, it also says we get new Stella Montis quests. That's super awesome. Dropping new quests and even all this content in general, just 2 weeks? 2 weeks after the release of the game is crazy. I mean, Embark... You guys are a blessing. Now, it also says, looking ahead, the North Line is just the beginning of Arc Raiders post-launch roadmap. The next update, Cold Snap, arrives this December, which introduces the Flickering Flames event. Okay, so we have a new event coming too. A new Snowfall map condition. Snowfall map condition. The awaited Expedition Project Raider reset and more. I found that interesting. It said a new Snowfall map condition. So you guys saw how we got the Electromagnetic Storm map condition. When we got it, it showed as if it was only going to be on Blue Gate, but in fact, they've moved it to multiple maps, which makes me think that the new Snowfall map condition, 1, is going to be just a part of the new map, Stella Montis, which means maybe Stella Montis isn't always going to be snowing. I think it also means that other maps, maybe Blue Gate, Buried City, Spaceport, Dam, could have snow biome map conditions, which is absolutely amazing to me. I think snow maps are so cool. I'm super excited for it. Now, this isn't all. It looks like we're at the end, but there's actually one more update we need to go over, so let's jump to that. Ooh, I've been waiting for this, man. Duo matchmaking and store update. These devs listen, and this shows that they do. Right, so it says, hello Raiders, here's a quick update on a few areas of discussion in the community and the actions we've taken. Duo matchmaking. We've silently tested and enabled duo prioritized matchmaking, beginning earlier this week. Duo matchmaking will work like this. First, we prioritize solos and squads to play separately. After that, we prioritize duos to play with other duos, and for trios to play with other trios. Please note that this is not a 100% guaranteed system, so you may at times run into differing constellations of players other than your own. Now, we've kind of already had an idea of how this works, and I do think it's a really cool matchmaking system, right? Instead of making a solo, duo, trio queue, like where you would specifically hit a button for each, and separating the player base and extending queue times and causing all sorts of problems, right? Instead, they have this like dynamic system where if you queue solo, you're gonna most likely only have other solos. If you now queue duo, you're most likely gonna have other duos. And the same goes for trios. However, let's say you're queuing as a solo or a duo, even though solos are so popular, I don't think that's gonna be the case for now or maybe forever. But let's say duos, you're queuing for duos and you know, the timer's gone past, let's say 3 minutes. It's like it hasn't been able to get you a bunch of duos because maybe duos isn't as popular. It might throw a team of 3 in there, maybe even 2. Now, it's not preferred, but I do think it's amazing. Again, it says it's not 100% guaranteed. I think as long as the player base stays strong, it's going to work just fine. Now, the next part was another hot topic in the community. I saw a lot of these things on Reddit, on Twitter, things like that, and that is store cosmetic prices. They said, we've heard your feedback, we reviewed our prices and made adjustments to lower prices where applicable. Revised prices will go live tomorrow on the 13th. at 10:30 CET. For any raider who has already made a purchase on the old pricing, will compensate you the difference. So that's amazing. I know I bought a skin, so if they've made prices for that, I'm gonna get some money back. So W right there. We don't obviously know exactly what these prices are going to be, so we'll wait and see, right? You let me know what happens. These raider tokens will be refunded back into your account automatically in the coming week. Cool. The next part, and I'm so glad they touched on this because I saw a lot of arguments on this and I wasn't gonna, put my input because I didn't know what was gonna happen, right? And that is raider decks, which are essentially the battle passes, okay? At the moment, we have one free raider deck available for all players. In the future, you'll see both free and premium raider decks. There's important things to note. So first off, they're going to give us more free raider decks, which I've been saying because they had said that, but some people thought that they weren't going to for whatever reason. And they have premium ones that you'll pay for, right? Free, premium, got it. Now, the things that are important to note is gameplay items are only in free raider decks. So, things that they give you, weapons, blueprints, gadgets, meds, etc. That's only going to be in the free raider deck, okay? To help along the way as a new raider, we've included some gameplay items in the free raider deck, which can be unlocked via progression, right? All for free, okay? Now, there are no pay-to-win items in the premium raider deck. The focus for premium decks are based on cosmetics and convenience, okay? So, on the free-to-play side, you have cosmetics and you have in-game items that can help you. On the premium side, the pay side, only cosmetics and convenience. Nothing that's going to be pay-to-win. Again, W Embark. Appreciate you guys so much for clarification on that. Now, at the end, they said, for more details on what's to come to Arc Raiders, be sure to check out the 2025 roadmap. We will continue to build and adjust the game with you in mind, so thank you for your feedback, the Arc Raiders team. Let me know what you guys think, man. I think that these updates, especially within only 2 weeks of the game's release, is absolutely incredible. I have a lot of faith in Embark. We'll see how they do in the future. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.